Hey, party people, welcome back to our prenatal series. And today we're going to be talking about a superfood. Honestly, the only food that I am ever going to consider to be a superfood, and you guessed it, is breast milk. Let's get into it. The thing is, breast milk has well over 200 nutrients and components in it. Way too many for us to sit here and name in this very short session. So, we're just going to talk about some commonly discussed nutrients and take it from there. Protein. Protein is required by the human body to make cells, to repair cells. Everything from our muscles, our eyes, our hair, our organs. The human body needs protein to transport other nutrients like iron and zinc. It helps the body to fight off infection. Protein is the building block for legit everything. So when you talk about the protein size inside of breast milk, it's actually the perfect size for the littlest of humans to digest. So think of it like that old shape sorter toy that we used to have as kids where you put like the shapes in each of the little holes. So imagine the protein in breast milk like the circle going into the circle shape of your toy. So imagine the protein molecule size of infant formula is going to be larger than the protein molecule in breast milk. So it's like having that same toy, but you have a larger circle block that you're trying to fit in a smaller circle hole. You're going to have to force that larger block into that hole. You can get it in there, but it's going to take some more work to get it in there. Carbohydrates. Now, I know you hear lots of bad things about carbohydrates. I know you do. But it is the main fuel source that your body wants to have. So just don't let nobody tell you differently. You need carbohydrates. It's the only fuel source that your brain and your red blood cells want. So you need them. Please have them. So the carbohydrate in breast milk is going to be lactose. And this is the perfect nutrient for the baby's brain to grow healthy on. When it comes to infant formula, the carbohydrate may be lactose, it may be table sugar, it may be corn syrup. Water. So water is essential. It's one of the most essential nutrients for the human body. It helps our body have a constant body temperature. It helps to transport nutrients throughout the body into the cells. It helps to transport waste out of the body. It helps to lubricate our joints and different cells and tissues. It just keeps our body functioning the way it was designed. So essentially, water is fire. The water in breast milk is going to be at the perfect volume for the baby's needs. When it comes to formulas, if you're not dealing with the ready-made formula, you're dealing with powder or concentrate, you're going to have to mix in the water. And to mix in water safely, you have to have a safe water source. You are living in an area, even some areas of the United States, you may not have access to clean tap water. Buying water may be a burden, and if you're dealing with a time of emergency or disaster, having access to a clean source of water may present itself to be way more challenging. Now, breast milk is going to have a whole host of other things in it that cannot be found in any formula that is on the market. There's going to be anti-parasites, antiviruses, anti-cancer. And there's this communication pathway that takes place from the baby to the mama. So when the baby latches onto the breast, if the baby is latching, that baby's saliva communicates with the breast tissue and the milk ducts, and it sends signals the body of the mama to the point where the mama's body is going to change the composition of the breast milk to meet the needs of that baby, whether it's more fat, whether it's more protein, whether it's more water, whether it's more antibodies to fight off an infection or some bug that the baby picked up. Breast milk is a living substance. It's magic. It's magic. Okay, so it's not magic, it's biology, but it is human biology that's working in a very beautiful way to create a superfood, in my opinion, that helps the baby have better health outcomes, that helps the mama have better outcomes, and helps society have better health outcomes. And we'll talk about those health outcomes that the world receives when breast milk and the provision of breast milk is given. So stay tuned.